Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm James, for those of you who are new here. Today we're going to get into another reading. I'm not quite sure what's going to come in yet, as far as what signs this might be for. This might be a general reading, but I'm going to get into it. Before I start, I do want to say that you should use your discernment, your own intuition, as to whether or not a reading is for you at all. Okay, so let's keep in mind based on how it feels. Okay, I started this reading with the feeling of a need for strong boundaries. And boundaries don't keep people out, they just limit what we engage in that works for us and aligns with us. Okay, so there's a strong energy here around boundaries. Okay, so we have the intensity card. We have the Seven of Swords here with the politics card. And then here we have the Innocence card, which is the sun in this deck. It's joy. That's interesting. I'm not really sure how this translates because some of these energies are kind of not on the same page. So let's figure that out in a moment. Could I get clarity around politics? Okay. We have freedom here. And this is the Literary Witches Oracle deck, and this card is about freedom. And I asked for clarity on the politics card. So perhaps we don't see that, we don't understand that we have control over our own life, and that we're free, and that this isn't necessarily about others having that freedom as well, because I believe you understand that. That's like something you've completely normalized and internalized, which it's true. So there's some kind of sense of freedom here. You're not bound by anything. Interesting. So we have the body card here as a clarifier. Okay, let's work with it. So the body card here shows a lady, and I mean the imagery depicts the reproductive area, so it could be something here about freeing your creative energy. It's not only just reproductive energy. It could also be your creative energy. You feeling like you don't need to conform. That's not necessary. That's really not how it works. You can if you want to, but that's not required. Because the universe, yes, we are a collective, but we're also individuals, and each person is their own, just their own. So that's what I'm getting here with that. And I started this energy with the feeling of needing to talk about boundaries. And what did we get? Wall. In this deck, it's one of its primary medicines is boundaries. Okay? So this is understanding how to work with others in collaboration and limiting what doesn't work for you. Like limiting engagement and things that don't work for you. So a person could bring 10 things to the table, and those 3 of those things work for you. So you engage on those 3. And so that works. There's something here with that. Maybe for some of you that's a really strong energy, I guess. I'm going to work with it. We have the Innocence card here. What I'm getting is that maybe you're being hard on yourself or judging yourself. There needs to be a release from that. I'm not really getting that that's a thing. Especially, there's like a heaviness here that maybe we need to release. Judgment. Feeling stuck, that keeps coming up. You're not. You may perceive that. Mm-hmm. Interesting. The clarifier to that energy is the braid card. It's like a braid of hair. I'm going to look at what this is because I don't recall what that means. Identity, survival, and the opinions of others. That really fits with this reading. It really fits. So the lowest chakras are about boundaries and survival, and they're also about identity. It's who we are, okay? They're also about that. It's not about keeping others out, it's about retaining who we are. So we have braid. And then we have the opinions of others. You're not here to live other people's lives. Okay? Milk. Let's see what milk wants to say. That's also here. I didn't show you that. Milk is here. I'm getting that this could be some sense of relief. I apologize for the beeping. That's going to end in a moment. Nourishment, nostalgia, and caregivers. Okay. I'm just getting some sort of relief here. I'm not yet 100% sure on what that is. Like how that will translate in your experience, as it were. And just to clarify, I pulled some crystals for this reading. Pulled black tourmaline, which I love this rock, but I don't pull it always. And so I also have a carnelian and red jasper. So the carnelian is polished, and we have the red jasper here. This I picked from a mine in New Mexico. So that was really special. And then we have abundance stones. So we have epido, not peridot, epido. This rock is from Afghanistan. And I didn't pick this one by hand. I didn't pick any of the others, just the red jasper. And then we have some raw emerald here. So I don't think you can really see the green well in this setting, but the point is that there's a lot of abundance. We're showing up as ourselves, and we're meeting others where we can. Okay, my ear is ringing. Let's see what that's about. How interesting. What a powerful reading. This is the message of the reading. I just pulled 2 cards. Again, this is about you being you. I don't understand yet what that means. Justice and identity. Audre Lorde is the justice card here in this deck, and Angela Carter is identity. I'm just getting that this is going to sound maybe simplistic to people, but you're not taking on the energies of others anymore. You're doing what's true for you, what works for you, what's divinely guided. You're understanding that okay, this is another message coming through. You're not supposed to participate in every single thing that's happening to every single person. That's really important. That needs to come through for somebody. So that's what I have here with this. Just a moment. Sorry. Okay. We paused the reading, but I'm right back. So we're back to these 2 cards. So not supposed to take on everything that's going on around you. You kind of need to be better about accepting that you are a unique individual. You're not... You can interact with others without taking everything on. And there's something here about wolf and skull. I'm getting maybe there's... This is coming through really strong. Sometimes people don't want to receive what you have to offer. Whether it's right or wrong, good or bad, whatever it is, I'm not here to judge that. Sometimes people don't want to receive what you have to offer. I don't need to read the meanings of these cards. I probably will anyway, but that's what I'm getting here with these two, because these are clarifiers to the energy. I'm going to look at what that is. Oh, the wall card is also protection, but that's not necessarily the message I got. So this could be an extension reading to another that I did. Wall is also sometimes obstacles, but that's not what I'm getting. There's boundaries here. Okay, so with skull we have transitions, reality transitions, and then with wolf, okay, we have the self without others, a calling, and a great expanse. So expansion, if there's any energy stronger here than boundaries, it's individuality, it's freedom, it's expression, it's self, it's truth, it's living who you are, and not necessarily telling others what they should or shouldn't do. And that's not what you did. I'm not getting that here. It just seems like people want to have their own experience, I guess, whatever that means for you. I don't need to nitpick that. Again, picking that apart might not be helpful right now. But you don't have to worry about that. Yeah, it's just people's humanity, okay? Like, there may be some sense of you feeling like, I wanted this to work, which I get that. Ghost. It could be things that are unresolved. Ghost is about things that you feel haven't finished. I'm saying it that way on purpose. You feel are not finished. They are. I don't think there's anything to dig into that. If you're looking for closure, you're not going to get it there. So I'm just going to put that out there right now. It's interesting. There's some kind of... I mean, I'm pulling different cards and I'm kind of shuffling this deck. This deck is calling to me today. Because sometimes this deck comes out when a really powerful energy is being transmuted within you. A very powerful one. And so maybe that's what's happening here on a very deep level. There's a gift here. That's what I'm getting. I'm just going with it intuitively. And it's a sense of belonging and community and support. See this house? Belonging with Janet Frame and house. There's something really powerful here with you having a place that you have a place, period. Full stop. Not expanding on that. Don't need to. It just is. That's it. You have a place. You don't need to worry about that. Seriously. I don't know about this card. This energy feels confrontational. I don't even know if I want to pull it. Take the lead. So this is taking the lead in your own life. Why is this coming up as a confrontational energy? Taking the lead in your own life shouldn't be confrontational, so... What? I don't know. Okay, this card came up right, but I'm feeling its protection message needs to be spoken, which is its reversal. I'm just going to read it. If it applies to you, great. If it doesn't, fine. Others may not be as far along as you are on your own journey. When Stag's spirit appears in the protection position, You are called to be compassionate and patient with yourself and others as you find yourself leading your own life. When others struggle to follow, they may be unsure that you can be trusted, challenging you to be kind and strong, challenging your value, and questioning your worth. Know that Spirit has put you in this place at this time for a purpose and will not abandon you when you need help with your new responsibilities. Perhaps you are uncomfortable leading, maybe temporarily trapped by your small self and therefore promoting yourself too strongly, afraid that others might see weakness or imperfection in you. Let go of your fears, and let Stag Spirit remind you that you have what it takes to lead ethically and wisely if you practice self-honesty and listen to others who wish to support you. This message verbatim is not what I'm getting from the card, but maybe some part of that will apply to you. I'm going to clarify that with the medicine cards. So that's so weird that Stag Spirit would come up as a confrontational energy. I'm getting that don't engage in confrontation because your truth is not everyone's truth. Okay, so you're not here to tell other people's what's necessarily right and wrong. I'm getting a lot of like bear energy. Bear energy is introspecting, stepping back, recovering. This card. Okay. We have Dragonfly here, which is about illusions. This is getting a little weird. Okay. Can you just give advice instead of saying what's going on? I don't get that. You're not doing anything wrong. And again, I'm emphasizing you're not leading people to what is right universally. You're leading yourself, and others that are attracted to you will take what they will. Okay, can we get a message that's actually helpful? Because none of this makes any sense. Sorry. Okay. Alright, fine. This card is the case, yes. You're coming into your own, and you are understanding what it is to be you, who you are, how your story has shaped who you are today. And that includes so many things. And accepting yourself. So I'm feeling a unique energy here, which I've seen before and felt before. What I'm getting is that in the spiritual community, when we're still discovering our truth and what works for us, what can happen is we're looking outside of ourselves for guidance, for truth, for alignment, for what we should be doing. And if you notice, for a lot of us, it'll create anxiety because it's not guided from the inside out. That's guidance from the outside in. And it won't feel good most of the time unless it's true for you or one piece is. Kind of like what I said in the beginning of this reading of you need to feel whether something's for you or not. And that's something you have to discern for you. Yes, we can get readings, but keep in mind collective readings, there's a lot of energies here. So, a lot going on. That's not the point. The point is, I'm getting that you're coming into a sense of who you are, and that's generating abundance. In the sense of what's for you is just coming in. And I'm getting that relationships are not going to be necessarily removed. They're going to shift to meet you in the contexts that work. Let the universe work things out as what shows up and how. And then you interact with it from a place of knowing what works for you and as you are, as a individual who has their own consciousness. Yeah. Okay, the energy in this reading is shifting again. All right, let's get more here. Okay. You're being called here to self-reflect. That's what Heron is about, Blue Heron. It's about reflecting on your inner state, what's going on inside of you. And then we have Bear. Bear is also introspection. Bear came up like 3 times, 4 times already, and now it's coming up again. So I'm just going to accept Bear. And at the bottom we have the Turtle, which is the Ten of Pentacles. There's a lot of abundance cards here, which is really interesting. And at the same time, there's some internal reflection, internal energy, clearing, all of that. Okay, to become like Bear and enter the safety of the womb cave, we must attune ourselves to the energies of the Eternal Mother and receive nourishment from the placenta of the Great Void. The Great Void is the place where all solutions and answers live in harmony with the questions that fill our realities. If we choose to believe that there are many questions to life, we must also believe that the answers to these questions reside within us, ourselves. Each and every being has the capacity to quiet the mind, enter the silence, and know. Just know. To know, not yes or no. It's to know what's going on, what's in there. Ah, okay. That makes more sense. Okay, that makes more sense. I mean, I consider this to be a simplistic answer, but I guess it's necessary for it to be heard. You are in alignment with your goals. If you're having trouble pursuing them, or there's like some weird shift that you're like, what's going on? Like, I didn't do anything. If you have some of that energy going on, you're overcoming obstacles that perhaps maybe are just there. I don't know how they got there. That's not important. What's important is that the goals aren't the problem. The universe is just asking you to work with it. Work with the shift. Work with changing your energy investment, the way you show up, whatever it is. Not that it's wrong or right. Just work with it. That's what I'm getting here. The sense is to work with what is. In this moment, it's going to shift again soon. But just shift. Just work with it. Yeah. There is a change here. I don't know why I'm getting this per se. There must be something happening beyond you that is really big and Spirit doesn't want you involved in it. I don't want to speak about that energy because I just feel like it's insane. So we're just going to leave it there and love and light, whatever, right? Whatever the deal is. We have a shift here, a change, and it's good fortune, yes, okay? And we have the 8 of Fire, which in this deck is the 8 of Wands, which is movement. And then we have freedom, understanding. What I'm getting, without looking at the cards literally, is there are some storms in life that are not for you. That's what I got. There are just some storms in life that are not for you. And that's Spirit's grace. So you just take it. And work with what you can. Yeah. Speaking of grace, we got Spawn. That's the medicine of grace. Yeah. Okay. There's one more deck I want to check out. Let's see. Maybe this is helpful. Perhaps. Because I did get a chaos energy. Mm-hmm. Okay, I pulled quite a few cards. A lot of shuffling, but the chaos card did come out. And I also got the belonging card. So you have a place, like I said with the house energy, you have a place, you are accepted, you are important, you're doing great. Introspect, try to work with shifts that are happening, whether they were generated by you or not. There are some things that are not for you to experience. You have your own individuality, your own truth, and everyone's doing what they need to do, I guess. I mean, there's the reason I'm saying it like that is there are some energies here that I just don't see the point in engaging with. Like, not just for you, but in general. Like, what is that going to give anyone? What's the point? Okay, fine. I don't need to go into that. Anyway, for the meantime, just focus on your self-worth. Know what it means to love yourself. How that translates to how you interact with others, right? Everyone has inherent worth, and so do you. And treat yourself with love, respect, and kindness. The Chaos card came up again. I'm going to read this. Maybe it'll give you peace. A storm is brewing, and misunderstandings are all too common as chaos swirls around life right now. My child, you have nothing to fear. I'm here to remind you that after a storm, the air is cleared, and life will begin again even better than before. The silly thing is, if you refuse to take shelter, you could get soaked, and you may have to repair a lot of damage. If you created the chaos, then, Spirit will work with you to clean it up. But if others are the cause, you must step out of it and wait out the storm. You will be glad you did. A good thing to say to yourself is, I'm not fighting. The point isn't to point blame, because sometimes we create a mess. The point is that some things are not for you to experience right now. And that's the point. The point is, I'm not pointing fingers. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm not even going to go into it. It's pointless. I'm not doing that. I know maybe some of you want to feel validated, but I'm not throwing stones. So I'm not doing it. You're protected. Raccoon Spirit is guardian protector energy from Spirit, protecting you. You're okay. Work with what you can. Reflect on your mission. And what your mission is what brings you joy in life. The energy of play. What do you like doing? Yeah, and to restore your own vitality. Like, I'm going to make something up. Let's say people are fighting with other people. That takes energy, and that creates a lot of harm that people need to then work on, which is not great, right? I mean, how unfortunate that is. But why don't we focus on ourselves and our own abundance, prosperity, vitality, and healing, and move from that place? Why not just tend to your own garden? Spirits, I think this is an extension to the reading of Coyote Spirit is protecting you, because Spirit is protecting you, right? Coyote Spirit is an energy. All right, give me a closing card, please. I need a closing card, please. Okay, we got two. Eight of Cups and the Ten of Cups. Moving towards what works for you, what feels good for you. Moving towards your joy, your fulfillment. I need to tap this reading, and there's something I didn't say. Okay, alright. Um... I already said this. Okay. You're safe. You're protected by spirit. I already said this. You're safe, you're protected by spirit. If you feel that you're being redirected, it's not to hurt you. It's to help. Yeah, you're not, I don't know, maybe some of you are feeling alone, perhaps? Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I can understand that. Yeah, yeah, yes. That's the message. Okay. Some of you are feeling alone. Okay. With the High Priestess and the Chariot card. Okay. Yeah, but you're protected, and maybe you don't see that right now, but you are safe. You are. You're okay. Hopefully, this reading gave you a sense of peace, a sense of anxiety reduction, a sense of trusting yourself more, strengthening the connection that you have with yourself more, loving yourself more, and invest in yourself. And people that love what you offer are just gonna just pop up out of nowhere. And again, everyone's living their own life. So in this channel, I really want to turn away from pointing fingers. It's really not going to help. So just do what you can. Do what feels aligned with love and with spirit's guidance, your own internal guidance, right? Your own connection to source, whatever that is. Whether it's spirituality like this or religion or whatever works for you. Just do what is guided to you that feels right for you as a person, whatever that is. I appreciate you. Thank you for watching this reading, and I'll see you in the future. So you have a great day, and have a good weekend.